Hello guys, welcome back again to Canada and Beyond. This is Jihen and this is Usman. And we were literally about to go for a walk and Usman decided to make a video. So that's why we're wearing our active clothes and we're like, sure, let's give them this information. So what's today's video about?
So today's topic is going to be around medical exam for immigration purposes, and we also going to be talking about a little bit of Canadian healthcare system as well, because we both as an immigrant we did a little bit struggle getting the proper care. Still we did not find any doctor, any family doctor so far, especially for me because she got lucky and she always get away with
I was like, I need a family doctor, and then boom. Before we get into the topic, please go ahead and subscribe. It should be down there. Click that button and then come back here so we can finish talking.
So without further ado, let's jump into the topic. For those who don't know what medical exam is for immigration purpose, I just want to give you a little bit background that any application that you send to IRCC for permanent residency or work permit or even a temporary residency, they require you to have a medical exam, a physical medical exam, because they just want to make sure that you are not carrying any disease or God forbid you have any severe medical condition. So just in order to make sure that you are physically fit, they require you to have a medical exam. You need to go to the clinic which is affiliated with IRCC, because not every doctor is eligible to do this medical exam. There are some particular doctor who are certified by IRCC that can do your physical medical exam.
In St. John, there's literally one doctor that could do that, called Dr. Karapi. I was looking up in Fredericton, there's also one clinic that would do this type of physical medical exam that would be sent directly to the IRCC. So honestly, our experience with Dr. Karapi was horrible. First, we both were working. We called in for like an exam. They're like, okay, next week you will come 1 p.m. and it's 15 minutes and then it's good. We're like, that's good. We can go in our lunch break and then we'll get it done and come back to work. That was not the case. We waited, I think we got done like around 3:30 or 4 p.m. There was nobody in the waiting room, like it was not packed or anything. The receptionist took our picture. She's like, sure, the doctor will come and see you. And then after 1 hour of wait, the nurse came and, measured our blood pressure, took our height, took our weight. And then she's like, go sit in this room and the doctor will come. 1 hour passed, the doctor didn't come. If you guys know me by now, I don't just kind of sit quiet. I talked to the receptionist. She's like, yeah, the doctor is coming. He's just preparing some documents and he will be on his way. Another hour passed, doctor didn't come. And then I'm like, okay, we are working. You guys told us 15 minutes. What's going on? And then I think something, she knew that I might gonna go crazy on her.
She is not good in regards to that. She always go very hard, especially with the people who are doing service sector job, and especially when they are new, they are in trouble.
That's not
the case.
That's not the case.
Okay.
I have worked in customer service field before, and I did my best. I'm not. I would go way beyond to help every single person that would ask for help. Hence, I'm sitting here and trying to give as much help for people out there. But I really don't like it when, people, you can tell when somebody's not doing their best. You can literally tell. She was just sitting over there. I'm like, where's the doctor? We're waiting now for almost 2 hours and a half. You guys told us it's 15 minutes, 15-minute appointment. So what's going on? Anyway, the doctor came. Literally 1 minute, he gave us these paperwork, and then he's like, if there's something wrong, talk to the receptionist. We go talk to the receptionist. We have clearly no idea what to do next. And then she goes, okay, call this number. You gotta go to the hospital to get your blood test, to get your x-rays done. And then with that, we will send them to the IRCC. And then she goes, okay, now you guys gonna pay me. I said, okay, yeah.
So speaking of payments, I just want to mention here that these type of medical exams, they are not free, especially since you are immigrant. They want you to pay for this exam. So the total cost of this exam, just for the clinic fee, it was about $250
Each.
okay, $250 each. It does not stop there. Still, you have to get then your chest x-ray and your blood work done as
And
well.
that's another cost. So what happened on the receptionist when she was asking for payment? I said, okay, I have credit card. I'll pay with credit card. She's like, okay, then I'm gonna do 2 transactions and I'm gonna have everybody pay for an extra $10. I was like, why? And
It was
she
credit
goes,
cards fees.
she goes, credit card fees, and I'm like, okay, credit card fees shouldn't be around 2% per transaction, and we're gonna be paying together. We're husband and wife. We use the same credit card. She goes, no, I have to charge you separate, and then I have to take the $20 total. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to the bank and get some cash. You already make us wait, so I'm like, you know what? Honestly, I'll just go to the bank. There was an ATM just across the road. I'll get the cash and I'll be back. So we did that. The total of this story, we waited almost 3 hours and a half. The exam was, honestly, it's expensive, $200 or $250 per person. And then it doesn't stop here, as Usman said.
Now, the x-rays and blood test, some clinic do have this facility like on-site laboratory where you can submit the blood work. The nurse will come, poke your arm and get the blood sample, and maybe they have like a small x-ray room as well, especially when it's a small scale clinic. But most of the clinic do not offer these services. So what they ask you instead to go to the major hospital in the region. In our case, it was St. John Regional Hospital or St. Joseph Hospital. So we chose St. John Regional Hospital because it's nearby us. It's not that far. And also I don't want to pay parking for uptown as well. So long story short, we book our appointment for the blood work and the x-ray as well. And there also you have to pay at least $250 for both of us. That includes our chest x-rays, our blood work, all of that.
The total was $288 just because we had our Medicare with us. If you don't have Medicare with you, you will be charged $200 each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Once the chest x-ray and the blood work is done, the hospital will send all your blood work and chest x-ray report to the doctor. In our case, it was Dr. Karapi. Once doctor will receive, they will review it and then they will submit it to the online IRCC website portal.
I want to ask you, how was it getting an appointment in St. John Regional Hospital to do these tests?
It was a nightmare. First of all, they will not book your appointment unless they will receive the physical paper document from Dr. Karapi's office. So actually Dr. Karapi's office also gave us the paperwork as well, but hospital won't accept it. Hospital want those paperwork to come directly from Dr. Karapi's office via fax. And if the receptionist or whoever managing the Dr. Karapi's office is not efficient enough, you are going to see some major delays.
Yeah.
And when it comes to immigration stuff, it is a time sensitive. You have to be very efficient because your life is on stake basically. You cannot risk your PR, so you want things to get done a little bit faster. But unfortunately, when you experience not good customer service, it results in delays.
So yeah, what happened is that the receptionist didn't send our paperwork to the regional hospital. We had to call the receptionist
3 times.
and it didn't work, and then they finished working at 1 or 12 p.m. every day. That makes no sense. So at 12 p.m. they'll stop taking calls. But then luckily after trying and trying and trying, we were able to ask them again. They said, okay, we're sending it right now, and then we got into the hospital. But the good thing is, as soon as we went to the regional hospital, everything was quick. We were able to do our x-rays, we were able to do our blood test in less than 1 hour, and everything was done. You guys will have to call though. You will have to call and make an appointment. You cannot just walk in like that. But once you call and they already have your paper in the system, it's really that quick. This was our experience with medical exam. The overall experience, I want to say it's like, it could have gone better. But now all of the papers are submitted and we're like, thankfully we're done as of this moment. But I think overall experience was okay, you know, things could have gone better. I mean, after all, everybody's time is sensitive and everybody's time is important. I don't like wasting anybody's time. I want to add that this is the first time we actually went to the St. John Regional Hospital, and I want to say I'm a little bit impressed by their service, how fast they are taking care of the customers and everything. I'm comparing this to the Uptown St. Joseph Hospital. Things there are a little bit slower. Like I remember one time we went in the ER and it literally took 7 hours of wait. Like, that's the ER. Why am I waiting? Like, I have emergency. I shouldn't be waiting, right? But this is honestly how it goes when you have a free healthcare system. You know, it's always give and take, so.
All right, so that wraps up our topic of the day. Make sure you guys subscribe this channel. I have been hearing the new immigration news about super visa. We are going to make a separate video about super visa as well. What are the changes the Canadian immigration is going to make and how you can benefit from them.
So I'm pretty sure you guys will have a lot of questions from the things that we just kind of talked about. Make sure you comment everything down below so we can answer everybody, and it would be public so everybody can benefit from those questions and answers. So we'll see you next.